So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and this is another subscriber replay. This is a long-term subscriber. This is Thaddeus Finn. Thanks for sending this one in, mate. Much appreciated. He is driving the Tier 7 German premium tank destroyer, the Krupp-Steyr Waffenträger thing. Yeah, that thing. This was one of my favourite TDs in the game, actually, bizarrely. But I have a very warped sense of tanks. Oh look, that KV2 has got the wrong gun. Doing it wrong, mate. Should have the derp. Everybody knows that. That guy, has that guy got the right gun as well? Oh, don't know. Let's have a look. Don't know. No, he's got the wrong gun too. He's got the wrong gun too. What's he doing? Anyone know you got the wrong gun, mate? Yeah, well there you go. That's why you got the wrong gun. Just got obliterated by Scorpion G. So Thaddeus has come out to this nice little bush here. He's double bushed, so good position. Well, he's double bushed for anything sort of looking straight down at him. Anything up to the right might have a bit of a spot on him. And his team are dying like Billy-O. That was artillery, took out the Hellcat. The artillery's been nerfed. It's okay, boys. And you can see look where the scout is. Spick is down at K8, behind everything. The heavies have all gone down to the 3 line. Oh, well, they're just dying. So this is looking like a really good game so far. He's 3-0 down, hasn't seen anything, hasn't done it. Oh, fired a blind shot. Oh, there we go. Targets. Trouble is, if he fires, he's going to get spotted, and that's not such a good thing. So given the fact our Spick is not doing anything, Thaddeus decides he's going to be a scout. You can do this in little lightweight TDs like this. They are pretty stealthy, and as long as you don't fire and you've got a decent camo crew on, you should be alright. And all those tanks up there are Russians. And Russian tanks are blind, we know that. Look, he's already done 1400 damage. Hasn't... oh, there's a Scorpion G. That's got a bit better view range. But someone needs to take out the Scorpion G because that's a powerful tank. And look at this, he's just... 1400 assistance damage. We spotted a T28 now. There goes the Scorpion getting hit by his... This is just obscene. And it just shows you that, you know, he's got... I don't know what his team are thinking of, but they're not playing this at all well. And yet him as the tier, well, middle tier TD, and surely he's got to get spotted by that Spick. Sure, now he's been spotted. Yeah, that was inevitable. Pushed that a little bit too far, and he got hit by an Emil. However, he's now up to 2,700 assistance damage. And there goes the Emil that hit him. It's just nearly 3,000 spotting damage now. Good job. You know, this is what you have to do, especially in random games. Sometimes the teams are just so utterly rubbish at doing the jobs they should do. Like our Spick, who is now, well, at least he's moved now. He's moved up to E0, but probably thinks he's a tank destroyer himself. Whereas the actual tank destroyer here is now up to 3,000 spotting damage. The Hellcat's been spotted as well. Could really do with that Spick being removed, because if they can get rid of him, then Thaddeus can actually be a little bit more, there we go, a bit more adventurous in his spotting. He wants to get to that bush in front of him, you can see, but he can't, because if he does, the Spick is going to see him, and there are still quite a lot of enemy tanks out there. Right, Artie has cleaned up the Spick. Have another little poke out. Got spotted. So, a happy little spotting round may be coming to an end, because clearly there is somebody out there who has pretty good view. Oh, there's the Scorpion again. Hello, Scorpion. That can make an awful mess. Ow! When it does make an awful mess. And you can see one of the challenges with this tank is your gun depression. Ah, it's probably that Arl that spotted him. Yeah, there we go. Right, get out of dodge. Get out of dodge. Get behind a rock. Remember, there are 2 enemy artillery in this game. So, you know, a tanker's got to do what a tanker's got to do, right? And if you your team can't work out which end of the keyboard to press and have no idea where they're supposed to go, you have to do this kind of stuff. Or somebody has to do this kind of stuff, and I'd suggest a stealthy TD is probably as good. Oh, there goes our Spick, because he does such a magnificent job, and he decided to take on a T28 frontally. Not really going to go so well. So Thaddeus is pushing his luck a little bit here, sitting out in the open, but clearly whoever that was that was spotting him is... Ah, there we go, there's the Scorpion again. Whoever it was that was spotting him has obviously disappeared. Oh, a couple of our tanks have come round the one line, but are dying. And it's not going so well at the moment, not going at all. Can he support that guy? No, the Achilles is well and truly dug in behind that rock. Ah, but never mind, never mind. Hellcat there. Is the Hellcat active or is he AFK? No, he's active. Look at him run. Look at him, Forrest, run. And like, what I love about this, that Thaddeus is holding his fire discipline. When you fire, you lose a huge amount of your concealment. And by keeping his powder dry, so to speak, he's able to stay hidden much, much longer. I mean, look at this position he's got himself into. If he had a decent team, it would just be good night Vienna for the enemy team. It would be absolutely brilliant. So the Hellcat's off and about. Are we going to get a shot? He's still playing the scouting role, and that's, you know, as I say, that's a sensible thing to do in this scenario. Although the team is losing, and then wasted the shot, and got spotted for his trouble. Now he's in a bit of poo-poo. There's a little bit of poo-poo coming out. Two TDs firing in on him. Move, move, move. Too late. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it was... Who got him? Didn't notice who got him. And that, I'm afraid... Oh, here goes our artillery, being a complete and utter... Yeah, look at this. Look at this. What a knobhead. So, that's going to be it, I'm afraid. Game over. But look at the amount of spotting that he did in that game. Unbelievable. That is a TD doing the job of a light tank, because the light tank was challenged in some way, shall we say. Anyway, let's hop to the end result. So, sadly, as expected, that was a defeat even. Defeat as smelly. We got a second class out of it, and he got patrol duty. I mean, look at this. Only one hit, only one shot of damage. Noob. Finished up top of the team. Well, it wasn't a particularly great team, but even so, that was a hell of a job. 263 damage, 475 base XP. Only fired 2 shots, hit with one of them, and penned with one, took 3 hits in return. But look at this, nearly 4,000 spotting damage. Nearly 4,000 spotting damage, and he spotted 8 tanks. Looks like it got a contribution medal there as well. So 72.5, well, nearly 73,000 credits. Didn't obviously cost very much because he didn't fire anything. 64,000 profit on a loss with a premium account is rather good, and 1,363 experience for the crew. So 4,000 damage in a scout. Well, let's have a look at our friend in the Spick. How did he do? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Look at that. 0. He fired 2 shots, hit with 1 and didn't pen. I was probably firing at the T29, T28 even. And he did actually spot 500. That was probably the ones that he was killed by. Bloody hell! If you're not going to play, if you're going to play a scout, play a bloody scout. If you want to play a TD, play a bloody TD. Whatever. Any road up. Thanks for sending that one in. Much appreciated it. Appreciate receiving that. Very, very fun to see. You know, and I think education for us all, right? I've got my what's it going?